Hello, beautiful life path number 2, my high priestesses. There's something coming in this week that has to do with a spiritual hit, like a real good one. Now, this could be part of something much bigger. So come on in and I'll talk to you about it further. Hello, beautiful life path number 2. Welcome back to your reading for the week. Let's go see what this week has in store for you. I have the Two of Wands. Which is, by the way, one of your cards, right? We have the Hangman. We have the Two of Cups, another one of your cards. And the Temperance card. Okay, let's pull an oracle for you, my beautiful twos, my beautiful high priestesses who have like a lot of cards here that are yours. Let's see. Numerology, spirituality. 7 plus 7 is 14. It goes to 5. It's gaining a lot of wisdom here. Okay, that's what I feel. You're going to gain a lot of wisdom from this little, what's going on. So your current situation is you taking a look out the window, right? You're getting a feel of what's going on. What's happening here? Where am I going? Where do I want to go? What opportunities are waiting for me? It's contemplating and thinking innovatively, okay, about the choices and the potential that's lying in wait for you. Now the tangle is the Hangman. It may be the sense of you feeling like you're a little bit stuck in the mud, underneath water, in the mud, but it's this sense of limbo. The Hangman is a card of perspective, but, and you know what? That's I think that's what's happening here. You're getting a perspective, but you think you're stuck. And with the fishies here, this is a card of Pisces, okay? So this is telling me that this is like some soul deep going into trying to figure out. Where it starts unraveling is when the two paths converge into one, okay? Where you see these two paths here. It's so funny, you have a beautiful unicorn in the moonlight, but these two paths that are converging into one, into the beautiful light of discovery, of brilliance, of dreaming, of focusing into one, that's what's going to happen at some point. And especially with spirituality coming in with the unicorn, I love that. It's kind of telling me that you are going to get almost like a spiritual hit, or a spiritual, like, yes, the Two of Cups is going to come together. It's going to harmonize, right? It's going to say, okay, this partnership, it's coming together. And then you're going to move into a more tempered sort of thing, okay? Where it's not the unicorn drinking out of the water. It's actually just, you know, a baby sheep and a wolf. You see? They're kind of, and they're living harmoniously, which is kind of a strange thing to say, but they're kind of just, you know, it's tempered. It means that it's worked to, it's being tempered like steel to integrate itself into more of a balanced thing, okay? So, how do I say this? You're contemplating, you're thinking innovatively. The thing is that you may feel a little stuck by it, or you think you're stuck, which you're really not. At one point, there's a convergence, spiritually, like it's a spiritual hit. This is what I'm feeling. This is not just a, you know, this happened and then that happened and then I went forward. It's more like a an intuitive hit that comes in and kind of like snaps you into the right direction. And then after that, you just kind of, you flow into it in a more tempered way. This feels like very spiritually, how do I say this? It's more like a spiritual hit feels like a hit of inspiration. And it can tend to take you by surprise, right? You see something spiritually and your whole soul rises up to it. It's like a great moment of, whoa, what was that? It's like the roller coaster ride. You're at the top and you crest and you're coming down full-fledged and your stomach is doing all these butterfly things. The Temperance card is knowing you're on the ride, but knowing there are parts of the ride where you're just kind of going to glide through. So this is what that's going to feel like. This is the climbing up of the roller coaster. This is the top of the roller coaster where you're not going anywhere. This part here is when you finally crest and start going down and everything starts happening and you get all, you know, all woof. And this part is the flat part where you're still rolling, but it's not quite as, you know, intense. So this could be a spiritual awakening for some of you. This could just be a spiritual thought or idea that comes through and inspires you. Either way, it sounds like that. Here are other channels that I have in case you're interested. If you're not Pisces, that's okay. That's my original channel. I have Soul Awareness where I give you some really intense kind of, you know, in your face. I don't know if it's in your face, but it's kind of my truths and maybe things that have been needing to be said and looked at through time. You know, we've been listening to a lot of stories and a lot of viewpoints. These are my kind of meanderings on those. Over here you have Tarot Guide with AI, a lot of fun talking with David, and over here you have a playlist of all twos for you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you a lot of love, light, and blessings. I'll see you next week.